It's a pleasure to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein in the Road to 100, where Chloe today is going to help us understand blood resist a little bit. And as the government outskirts here has the Queen's Knight Reborn, and he does 150% pure, unadulterated, only blood damage, we are equipping the Midnight Sun Spear here, or the Dawn Spear, or the Night Spear, or the Festive Spear, whichever one you want to use. And the reason being because it has the one of the highest blood resists in the game here at 54. There is very few that come close to it, and the Black Blood Liberator does share some pretty high blood defense as well. But the Sun Spear here does very well, and when we have Elemental Wall and Blood Guard and Blood Barrier Tonic, we get up over 160 blood resist. So also we're running the Lost Zwei here, and the funny thing about this is it's one of the lost weapons, like some of the other lost heavy axe and stuff, and this one does have blood damage built into it, but the lost Zweihander does not, for whatever reason. So that's kind of an oddity about it. And so as we go along here, we won't really need the blood resist or anything like that until we get to the the Blood Knights. And the reason being is because that nobody does blood damage except them through here, and so even though we will have, you know, really good damage overall, just because the Lost Zwei does have some pretty heavy damage overall, as you can see there. And we'll go ahead and just destroy this guy. And we do have, whoops, as we are running a Devour Chrome, we will have the ability to get back 9 Ichor on a backstab. So here, let's just go ahead and get rid of monkeys. Ouch. And you'll see here, versus this kind of a lady here, we have very good defenses overall. We are not completely invincible, but that is completely fine because we have 12 heals with EO along here, and those 12 heals are increased by 40%, and from the little icon down here, that's another 15% increase to our healing. And it's not a 55, it's a 1.4 times 1.15, so it's a 61% increase to your healing ability. So very good stuff there. Okay, so now for this thing, we can parry it, get some Ichor going, and go right into some really good damaging attacks here. And as you can see, we do have pretty good defenses overall. Ooh, a guard booster, that's an interesting drop from her. Just because of the fact that we do have that very high blood resist here along the way. And that makes for, now she has the blood hammer here in the sunset hammer, which is all blood damage. And so because we are able to have a very high blood value of resisting here, and attacks like that, we will be able to defend against pretty easily here. And we're able to heal EO along the way here as well if we need to. Okay, and we'll give her some health just because, you know, we can. And our healing this time is just coming from having very large heals that we have access to. Okay, good. Okay, there we go. Now we are almost up and ready to go here. Very good. And that one died over there, which is nice. Sunset Bayonet, that's cool. And we can go for more of these Blood Knights here, just because of the fact that we want to be able to kind of show the power of the Sun Spear here, to be able to take the hits and move on. Now, a lot of this does come from the fact that EO is a really good partner as well.
Did you find something good?
Much better than some actual people out there, including myself. And so that is also really... Oh, blood resist can't help you for that though. Falling off the cliff will absolutely ruin you, unfortunately. But Dark Knight is a pretty good blood code here overall to make sure that you have ample damage while at the same time having pretty good vitality overall to make sure that this thing is actually performing as well as needed. Okay, we can kill both these boys. Okay, a couple of the sunset weapons there. Not bad at all. Now, there's no harm in running this just by itself, as 99 blood resist is pretty good overall here. And we'll get a little bit more from elemental wall, about 40, about 45 or so. And that's pretty decent to have access to. And then the other 20 come from this guy here. So let's see, what is our blood resist? 167. So that is pretty high, pretty good overall, just because of the fact that we do have the ability to get that high blood resist. It doesn't mean really anything here for us, but you can see she does blood damage as well. So and you can tell that by just the fact that we didn't really take any damage from her attack there, which was nice. Ouch. We took damage there because we're getting shot by bayonets all over the place, which is unfortunate. Okay. Okay, and we're dead and EO is staggered over and over and over, so I guess rip Hayes. 20 million gone like that, you know? That's just how
As long as you're still standing.
that's just how Vayne be, you know? And there's really no good amazing setup with the Dawn Spear or this Blood Veil in particular. It's got pretty low light and dark values overall. Okay, and the sad part about it is that even if you wanted to, these values here, I mean 519, that's like some of the lowest garbage you can find, and so that's really unfortunate that is indeed the case. Okay, and I guess we'll go for a backstab here. You should be completely fine over there, but if you have the chance to go for blood resist on the outskirts here, I highly recommend it because of the blood knights along the way, and these folks along the way as well, as they are pretty bad to go up against, and you might as well have as good of damage as possible. And if you want damage, then you probably want damage reduction as well, which is what the blood values can absolutely give you. We'll just let EO figure that out over there, because she's got a blade of blood and all that, so she should be fine. Or maybe not now. Okay, we'll go ahead and get a backstab here, get some Ichor going. Okay. 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 Somebody's shooting me. I guess it's that guy up there. EO should be able to take care of him easily enough. Alright. And EO should be fine. Let's just give her some health here. We'll go for blood resist. And we're at our 167 here, which is nice. Okay. Okay, didn't quite get to knock her off, but that's okay. Okay, very close. I would call that a victory too, as these guys are pretty rough when they corner you, and you have no ability to do anything of exceptional value there. Oh wow, that was not supposed to happen there. That was interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and heal since we have 12 of them. And that is the That is the nice benefit of having Io along as well. She gives us that extra, oh, my keyboard, come on. She gives us that extra 15% in our healing, and since it's multiplicative, it makes for some really good setups here with what we have. No, it's not? Okay. That's fine. Oh boy. My keyboard. And you can see, though, that we can just stand here and take the fight to the enemy just because of the fact that we're able to... oh, come on. Okay. Something's going on here. This is so frustrating. Okay. Okay. Can I... okay, Io. While I'm losing my keyboard here. Okay, let's go for elemental wall. There we go. Okay. Whew, we made it through that ordeal there. Good grief. If we can not have a keyboard, we may have to just... okay, all we're doing now is these attacks. Okay. Okay, this is concerning, to say the least here. Definitely don't want to do the Queen's Knight Reborn with a bad connection on the keyboard here, but maybe that's all we can do. We'll have to see here. Okay, this is good enough for now. And the Lost Zwei is a pretty good overall weapon. Ouch. Did that just do blood damage, or did I imagine that? Maybe I imagined it. Okay. But if you have a chance to somehow magically obtain one of these weapons, I would highly recommend it. It's a very good overall greatsword, and even though it is, you know, of the okay, of the variety here of greatswords that you don't really necessarily find too many of, the nice thing about it is that it can be alleviated as we have here, and it can be a pretty reasonable weight in 64. So that's actually, you know, doable and usable. And the spear veil here is a very heavy veil as well. And so it's kind of neat that you can carry both of these at the same time and be under the weight limit here with Revenant's Ambition as well. Okay, finally we're through here. We'll definitely just grab the ladder, and we'll just continue on since we're still at 10 heals. Whoops. Oops. Okay. I'm kind of up against the wall here. Oh. Oh. Ledge saved our life there. Or, the plunge attack saved our life because it realigned our character. Okay. That's very good. Good job there, Eel. Okay, keyboard seems to have fixed itself somehow. And let's go ahead and heal. And you can see the big amount of health that we can get back on healing ourselves is super duper nice. So we're able to, you know, completely get EO health and everything along the way here, while maintaining whatever we need to for health concerns. Okay, I'll take that. And that's very nice that we can indeed take hits like that and move on, because these enemies hit like absolute trucks because they're doing huge amounts of blood damage, and we need a very high level of blood resist, and we don't quite have it here in the Dawn Veil, or the spear, the Dawn Spear, whatever, but it is good enough for what we need it to do. Yep, that's fine. Ouch, okay. Oh, we got a super lucky backstab there, because if we were not going to be getting a backstab, whoops, then we would have been put down. Oh, please. Okay. Thank you, Eo. Where is she going? Let's go for a blood barrier tonic. Okay, here's this one. Somehow this one made its way over here. I don't know where it came from. Oh, goody. Goody. This is fun. I'll just take on both of them here. Just launch them into the air while we have the chance. Okay, and this is where you need all that extra heavy blood resist, because this thing can kill you instantly there. As you can clearly see, we don't really have a chance here at you know, surviving too well. And there you can see that we get a huge amount of iCore or health back just because of having access to EO and everything here. We'll just push her off the edge. That's nice. I think the other two already came at us, so yeah, we got this one and this one in here. Oh, this one did not come at us. Interesting. See, and it's doing more blood damage on its weapon here, so that's kind of awful for us. So that's why we need all the blood resist we can possibly get through here. Yo, what are you doing? Messing around with monkeys again? Okay, whatever. That is completely fine. Alrighty. And then we got this fine specimen here. Knock her off the edge, which is excellent, because you don't want to be messing around with these things if you don't have to. So as you can see, iCore recovery is a pretty bad problem that we have, but we have just barely enough because of our blood veil. And that is something you want to watch for, is if you don't have enough iCore recovery in your weapon, perhaps you can get the recovery in your weapon, in your blood veil, if your weapon is not doing it for you. However, the problem we will run into is during the Queen's Night Reborn fight, right? We can't use our veil, and so that's a pretty bad thing that we have going against us going into the fight. So as we still have 7 heals, that's plenty to rock here as we go along, and we should be fine here as we go into this fight, and you will see why here in just a second. Okay, so here we come, and even though we are alleviated, we still have a oh, yep, and this is where this is very, very nice, is that we can you know, try whatever we want here because we are invincible along the way, and we'll go for some launch attacks here, which will stagger him very, very nicely. Okay. And now that elemental wall is over, we definitely want to be careful here. Okay. Ooh, we got a plunge attack there. That's very nice. And we staggered him out of his attack there, or out of his power phase. Okay, let's go for a charge drain. That'll get us some iCore there. Now we will have to be super careful when he goes for his leak phase, because then all of this wonderful iCore that we've been accumulating will all of a sudden all go away. And I think we just staggered him out of it. Okay. And we can go ahead and block it, his attacks there, just because of the fact that we're able to, you know, get some kind of blood resist here. Okay. Alright. And this is where this complete setup here can really, really come in handy. And we'll go ahead and heal Eo up here. And she's just like kill him walking around. Okay, my sword is... Oh, nice shot, Eo. Right out of the sky. Alright, so blood resist is a great way when you get here to this end of the game you know, there are certain elements that you can still be going for, even though you're done with,
Wait a
you know, Blade Bearer and Cannoneer. And so, you know, the first elemental boss that you really come across is the successor of the Ribcage, right? I mean, it's just throwing all the elements at you all at once. And then you don't really see much until Emily, and then you have the Bladeberry and Cannoneer, and then you have
Ethan.
the Queen's Knight and the Queen's Knight Reborn. So we could take this exact same build over to the Lost Memories, or the Player Memories, and it would do equally well versus the Queen's Knight. So these boys can be taken apart pretty quickly if you are running something like this. Now, if you go for a different veil, like the uh, Elegance or the Ivory Grace here, which you do get in this area,
It's
right?
wise to be
We were at 167, right? And so now we are at 167. So it's the same exact blood, but the cool thing is here with this, it does have higher slash and pierce resists. So you're able to, as you can see there, you're able to, you know, have a much better blood veil overall, even for other enemy attacks rather than just the blood themselves. So anyways, we'll see you guys in the government center proper next, and we'll finish out 57 stars. We'll see you then.